Kathy had a meltdown the first time she rode in an online car. She watched her friend get knocked out by a botman. It scared the hell out of her. She didn't dare make a sound. She was afraid that the botman would attack her. But the botman had no intention of attacking. She was going to quietly open the handlebar to escape, but she didn't realize that the noise had alerted the botman. The botman was furious and jumped on the girl. When Casey woke up again, she found herself imprisoned in a cold, gray basement. They were puzzled and horrified as they wondered why the botman was holding them captive. And then the botman came in with a chair. He cleaned the chair with a handkerchief before taking his seat. The botman sat really quietly. The girls wondered what was going to happen next. The botman looked at them with a fierce gaze. Then the botman looked at his friend. The friend was terrified and struggled desperately. The botman takes his friend away and closes the door. Shortly after, the door opens. The botman sent his friend back with a disgusted look on his face. It turned out that her pants were half wet. The bald guy, who is a clean freak, turns around and walks away. It wasn't long before the girls realized there was a woman's voice outside the door. They rushed to call for help by banging on the door. But the moment the door opened, the girls were so scared that they took a few steps back. It turned out to be a botman dressed as a woman. He kindly reassured them that he would make sure they were safe. The girls were frozen in place and couldn't believe what they were seeing. While the girls were still confused, the botman changed his costume again and ordered the girls to clean the toilets. The girls realized that the botman had a split personality. It turns out that the botman has been schizophrenic for a long time. He has 23 different personalities. The master personality controls when each personality appears. That night, Casey woke up and saw the bald guy sitting in the doorway. He was dressed as a child. Casey immediately asked him how old he was. The bald-man answered 9 years old. Casey realized that the bald-man was a child's personality. Her decided to use this personality to escape, but the bald-man was so scared that he cried when he heard Casey's other personality. Then he turned his head and laughed. Casey learned from the bald boy that the room was still unfinished. The girls tried to find their way out of the room. Then a friend smashed a hole with her high heel. Just as her friend was about to climb in, the bald guy outside the door noticed what was going on and broke in.